Hi, welcome to my virtual sales table here at the Guild Show. Thank you for visiting. Let me show you some of the things I have available. My name is Barbara Feltz. I make one-of-a-kind polymer clay and limited edition resin. I will start on this side over here, and at the end I'll show you close-ups of the table so you can see close-ups. Plus you can see close-ups on the links at my link below. So this here is a resin Santa wall hanging. I sculpted the original, and Noemi Smith poured resin for me. They are hand painted. The eyes are hand painted, and there's a wire inside. I'll show you the back here, so you can see I put a felt on the back and a little hanger, and inside there's a wire that goes inside so you can shape it however you like. And I have this angel that is also resin. She is made to be a tree topper or a table topper. There's a cone here inside, so she doesn't have legs, she has a cone, and she has arms up to the elbow, and they are posable. She has a little kind of a bust that goes down, sculpted down to the waist. Her neck is not movable. Her eyes are hand painted, and I do have some of these that are unfinished that can be special ordered if you don't like the dress color or the hair color on this one. And I'll show you the back. And she is 14 inches, I think. I'll have to measure, but I believe she's 14 inches. And then I have this resin mermaid. She is an edition of 10. The Santa wreath and the angels are open editions. The mermaid here is an edition of 10. She's got hand painted hair, and she has a base, it's a shell from the craft store, and she has a little bed of moss so that it's softer. And this little resin, or this little fairy, is a resin also, an edition of 10, and she has hand painted eyes, green hair. This one has green hair, and her wings are made from resin and liquid clay with an image transfer. And I'm going to be showing that technique on the Polymer Clay Symposium. So if you come to my website, sign up. And I'm not sure if I'm going to put clothes on her. I have a week still till the links go active. But anyway, she's kind of wild. So I think I'll call her a wildling. And her base is made out of polymer clay. So that's my resin dolls. And then now we're to the polymer clay dolls. I have a one-of-a-kind mermaid, a baby mermaid. The hair is painted, the eyes is a sleeping mermaid. Her fin is movable or flexible, so you can pose it a little bit. The tail part is not flexible, just the fin. She is sleeping mermaid, and she also has a shell that she's sleeping in. And then I have this kneeling fairy. She's 6-inch fairy, polymer clay. She has a base made out of polymer clay. Her clothes are, oh, it's got a little flower dress. And her eyes are handmade resin. Her wings are made with the same technique as the other one here with the liquid clay transfer and the resin. They are not removable. Okay. And then this fairy, this is a one of a kind. It's polymer clay. Proscope polymer clay is the clay that I use. The shoes are sculpted. The dress is made from a flower. And her eyes are painted and her wings are vellum. And the base is sculpted by me and attached to this wood base. And there's a little spot for her bottom and her leg, so she sits on there pretty good. If you can see where it's hard to do backwards. I have my little face pins and a Santa pin. I have a few of those, and on the back there's a belt and a pin, and the pin is put up and down so you can wear it as a brooch or as a necklace, just hanging on a chain. And then I have a bunch of these porcelain ones. I didn't sculpt this one, but we did make them back when we were making porcelain from a commercial mold. And they're poured in porcelain and hand painted. And then there's the pin on the back. I have a couple of ornaments of Madonna and Child that I sculpted. And of course my books, my sculpting books. I have two of them, one for sculpting 4-inch babies like my little mermaid over there, and one for 10-inch babies with a cloth body. Oh, and I also want to say I have several of these that are not finished yet, so if you don't like the green hair and you want normal hair, you can order these special. Okay, now I'll take the camera and I'll show close-ups of the table. And thank you for joining me, and I hope you enjoy the show. Okay, as promised, I'm going to try to get close-ups of the items. There's the Santa, that's the resin Santa with a hand-painted. There's his face, hand-painted face and eyes. A resin wall hanging. And there's the angel, the treetop or tabletop angel with the posable arms. Okay, there's the little resin fairy, the wildling. And there's the kneeling fairy, 6-inch kneeling fairy with the resin wings. Okay, and there is the polymer clay one-of-a-kind mermaid. The little 4 or 5-inch mermaid. And there is the 10-inch fairy that's polymer clay. And she has the sculpted shoes. And the base, handmade base, and painted eyes, and the vellum wings. And then we have the little ornament, the porcelain faces, the little baby faces. There's a sleeping one, a crying one, and a yawning one. And the little polymer clay Santa pins. I sculpted the original, made a mold, and pressed the clay in, and then I have to re-detail it in. So they're an addition, but not really. Each one is a little bit different than the other. And there's my books. The Jammy Baby is a 10-inch. The Tiny Babies is a 4-inch. And all the porcelain pins and all the baby pins and the other ornament. So again, thank you for visiting my table, and I hope you have a wonderful time at this virtual show until we can all get back together in person for an in-person show, which I can't wait to do. Thank you for visiting.